This is just going to be a real quick one. I don't normally do these types of videos where I show off products, where I unbox products. I just don't know a lot about the stuff to be able to give you a review. So this is not, repeat, not a review. This is just something that me and my wife came across when we took my son to a hobby store for the first time in the last, there you go, cat. What did I get? A 6. When we took him out for the first time after COVID lockdown, and it was the first time that we had visited a store together as a threesome, me, my wife, and my child, in about 16, 17 months. So when we were there, I fully intended to get some models. My son wanted to get something. He had some money that he was given by his grandparents and by us, and that he'd saved up. So we went there with the intention of buying models. And I was going to buy something for Adeptus Titanicus, which was a fair bit of money. But we walked past a table in this hobby shop showing off these, what they're called tenfold dungeons. This one's called a facility, but there was other types. There was I remember there was like a desert themed one, a medieval town themed one. There were several, and they were the same price as the box of models I was going to get, which was about $70 Canadian. And it actually pre-painted, not pre-painted, I guess pre-colored, printed dungeon that you unfold. And no prep time, quick setup, and easy storage, as it says right there. And I thought, maybe instead of getting more models, I'll get some terrain to use on my models. And this is what I got. I picked this one up, called the Facility, because it has a kind of a sci-fi theme. And we're just going to show you what it's about. So just bear with the cat there and myself. And me and my wife are just going to open this up. I'm going to hand the camera over to her. She's going to film it as I take it apart and explain what it is. And then we're going to show a few of the models that we have from various ranges, although not too diverse. A lot of them seem to be Warhammer related. We can show them when I get the Legion figures out too. And we'll just show you what the models look like using the terrain, so you have an idea if this is something that interests you. I find it really interesting. Actually, I'm very impressed with what's inside this box, and I'm not impressed easily. Okay, we'll be back in just a second. Okay, so this is the box. It comes in this kind of sleeve thing here. You can probably see that, hopefully. Lift it up a little bit there. So it comes in this sleeve. You just take the sleeve off, and then you have essentially what's a crate, which has colored printed walls. Inside there's the floor. So you get these two big ones. So you get that one and the one that's in. You also get these little small ones, which are supposed to be corridors. You get 3 of those. You get some stickers for some reason. These are your doors and extra corridors. And so you get a few of those. You get some really neat. If you want to get in there, honey, you can see a little closer, whatever that is. Looks like windows, kind of. Oh, there's people inside there. Anyway, that's grim. So there's some cardboard. There's also these like hazard doors. I'm not exactly sure what these are supposed to be. I think just regular doors, maybe. Yeah. And then inside you get more boxes. You get plastic stands to put the doors on. More of the same. Then you get these 3 little ones. And I was already impressed, but then it just keeps going. You get 2 of these, 2 of these, and then you get the bottom of the box. And each one of these is like a room. So we're just going to pause it here for a second. We're going to come back and we're going to set it up in some sort of rudimentary design and just show you what size it takes up on your table. Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, you can see just a very rudimentary setup, nothing special. But this is about the size it takes up on your table. It takes up essentially 4x4 space, which is pretty impressive. We're just going to get in real close and show you some of the details on some of the individual pieces. And then you can decide for yourself what you think of the quality. Some sort of reactor room. Don't know. Could be a storage room for all I know. Could be a garage of some kind.
There's detail with like shell casings on the floors too, which is pretty neat.
So it would work for something like Necromunda or
the Aliens game.
Yeah, the Aliens game, yeah. Now, remember, I don't have any of the doors set up, so there's tons of doors and other little bits and pieces that would fill this out. But this was $70 Canadian, which is about what, $58 American. Okay, so now that we've shown you a bit of it up close, I'm just going to. Oh, and also, sorry, before I forget, you can turn them over so you can have like roofs.
That's pretty
Or
cool.
yeah, ceilings. You can have like a landing pad up here if you wanted, and some stairs going down. There's actually a lot more than just this to it. But we'll be back in a second. I'm just going to show it up close with some figures from various ranges. We're going to try Star Wars Legion, the Aliens game, Horus Heresy, and 40K. I think that's about all I have available at the moment. And we'll be right back, and we'll show you what they look like with those figures inside. Okay, so we're back. Just to give you a sense of scale, I just laid out some miniatures from various ranges, mostly Warhammer, just so you can see what it looks like with various scales. So down here we have a Rebel Trooper and some Stormtroopers. Luckily for the Rebel Trooper, they can't hit him. So you can just see the scale there. It looks pretty good. There's these little squares on the bottom, but I mean, you don't really have to go by that. You can still use inches. We have a Primaris Marine, which, he can still fit through that door there. That works out for me. And you got some Imperial Guardsmen there, poorly painted from when I was younger, and an Orc Knob. So you can see the scale works out really well. Over here we have a Bloody Angels Terminator coming down the corridor, so could also be used for kind of like a Space Hulk scenario. Here we have some Horus Heresy, so Zone Mortalis kind of stuff. We have a what the hell is that? Death Watch Marine, so it could be used for kill team in some way. And then down here we have a Xenomorph, an Hatchling, and then Ripley and Newt. So you can see the scale works out for lots of different gaming periods. Now it is a 28mm figure set, so it should work out for 28mm figures, but sometimes it's better to get a sense of the scale of the thing when you have figures inside. That way you can get a visual of how many figures would fit on the board, what kind of setup you could do. And that's about it. So again, it's... Where is it? Right there. It's called Tenfold Dungeon. The facility is what I bought. Really, really cool. It tells you about all the stuff that you have. 9 walls, 3 staircases, 10 barricades, gates and doors. That's the setup they've chosen. But there was more than just this. There was several different types. So just take a gander at it if you feel like it. I'm pretty impressed, and we're going to play games with this in the foreseeable future. Okay, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again.